Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Simply Fitness podcast. I know it has been a while. I'll just touch a little bit why I've been absent, and we'll get right back into the podcast. So, last couple of weeks have been crazy here for me. I actually got a job offer, and within a week, just started my job. Had to move across 4 or 5 different states, 10 hours back home. Back to New Jersey, closer to my family. Super excited about the job opportunity, and just super excited to be closer to my friends and family again. And absolutely excited of all the opportunities that have come to me and that will come to me in the near future. So super excited to be back. Super excited to be back on the podcast, creating content for everybody. I absolutely missed it, and I've been itching to get back for weeks now. Finally back, finally able to find some time, have a consistent schedule again. Craziness has died down a little bit, but life is life and it's always crazy. No excuses. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to creating, talking with you guys, answering your questions, and crushing some content. So today's topic on the podcast, we're going to be conquering 3 common fitness myths. So I think that this might actually be a reoccurring topic over the time of the podcast, and talking about nutrition myths, talking about fitness myths, health myths, and all different type of things, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of comments I get from you guys, from family, from friends, that just like so many people believe these things that are just not true. And we gotta get rid of some of these myths, and we gotta conquer through the bullshit, and we gotta get to the truth and to the facts, and not to all this misinformation that's out there. Especially now, there's just so much information. There's so much availability, which is so awesome. But it comes with some flaws, and that's a lot of misinformation out there by people that aren't professionals or call themselves professionals, but really have no idea what they're talking about, pushing stuff that makes no sense. So let's dive into our first myth of the day. We're talking about fitness myths today. So first one I wanted to talk about was, you can target fat in specific areas. Get this all the time. How do I lose fat in my stomach? How do I lose fat in my arms? How do I lose this right here in my arms? It's not possible, guys. You can't target specific areas. Sorry, it's not possible. If you want to lose belly fat, if you want to lose leg fat, you want to lose arm fat, you're going to have to eat in a calorie deficit. You're going to have to exercise. When you're working out, of course, you can lift more arm weights. You can do some more core work. You do some more leg work, but that's not going to cause you to lose fat in those specific areas. What it's going to do is help you build strength and build muscle in that specific area. But if you're trying to lose fat, not the case. So this is a very common one, especially when people like especially in their arms, but also in their gut, their core. I get, when clients come to me, I'll give them a program. They're like, why aren't we doing a lot of core work? I really want to lose my gut. I really want to do this, get that 6-pack. And I'm like, well, we can do 1,000 reps of core work a week. But to be honest, that's just going to help you build muscle there. And you want to look leaner and sleeker. You maybe don't want to build up a lot of muscle in your core. Everyone's goal is a little bit different, So I'm like, let's lose the fat and then build up some core muscle. Focusing in on those squats, deadlifts, those things. That's really what you should be doing for strength training. That's what's going to give you the best bang for your buck when it comes to losing fat. So there's really no specific way to target specific areas. If there becomes a way, I'll let you know, but there is no way as of right now. There's no specific pathway that we've found that targets arm fat before core fat, before leg fat, before boob fat, whatever it may be. It's just not possible. Your body is going to you're going to lose fat in areas that you store fat the least. So kind of think of it as a hierarchy. Wherever your body stores fat the most, it's most likely going to be the last place you're going to lose fat. So like for me, I tend to store fat around my gut. So pretty lean. Only real areas I have a large amount of fat is around my gut. That pouch, your love handles, things like that. For some people, it's different. Sometimes it's their back. Sometimes it's, the underbit of their arm or their legs, There are saddlebags, things like that. Like everyone is different. Everybody's body is different. So you're going to lose fat in the areas where you store it. Your body stores it least or last. So again, stop trying to target specific areas when it comes to trying to lose fat in the areas. You can go build muscle in specific areas. That's 100% possible. So if you want, more muscle in your arms, do more arm exercises. If you want more muscle in your legs, do more leg exercises. It's really that simple when it comes to that, but that doesn't transfer over to fat loss. Number 2, the second myth we're going to talk about today. You should be sore and exhausted after each and every workout. This is, again, not true. Each and every workout does not have to annihilate your body. You don't have to be, some workouts you'll sweat more than others. Sometimes you'll be sore from specific workouts. So let's really break down this myth and why it is a myth and why it's not true. First, let's talk about soreness a little bit. Your body gets sore because you're putting a stress on it that it's not used to. If you do a new activity, you're most likely going to get sore, no matter how in shape you might be. So if you took a break from running for a while for 3 months and then went into running, a couple miles, you might be sore for something that 3 months ago might not have made you sore. Same thing with weightlifting, same thing with rock climbing, same thing with any single activity that you do. You could become sore from doing it. Second thing is that it doesn't need to exhaust you completely to be a good workout. So some workouts are going to be challenging just because of the nature of the workout. So whether you're working on balance, whether you're working on strength, endurance, the workout can be challenging without completely killing you by the end of the workout. There are plenty of workouts that I've had that have been amazing. Been able to go on with my day, feel good about myself, not feel completely exhausted. That really shouldn't be your goal for every workout, because if you're completely exhausted after every single workout, it's going to take you that much longer to recover and get back to full strength. If you're not recovering enough, that's going to lead to injury. It's going to lead to overtraining, and going to lead you to taking a lot more time to get to those results. So you don't always want to be 100% exhausted every time. What that doesn't mean, though, is that your workouts shouldn't be challenging, because they should be challenging. You should be pushing yourself. But that doesn't mean you have to annihilate your body every single time. You can have a great workout, challenge yourself, feel amazing afterward, feel energized, ready to go, ready to crush the rest of your day without completely annihilating your body. That doesn't mean that you can't do that every once in a while, have a really, really, really hard workout, but that just means you have to recover more. And thirdly with that is that with sweating. So people equate sweating with a good workout. That's not true. Sweating is the way your body cools down. Some people are going to sweat more than others. I've met people that within 5 minutes of the workout, they are completely drenched. Has nothing to do with how difficult the workout is. It has nothing to do with what they've done so far. It doesn't mean they're out of shape. Some of these people were very in shape. They were personal trainers. They taught people exercise. They worked out every day. Didn't mean they sweat less. It could be a super hot day out. You're going to sweat. Doesn't mean your workout was better or worse because you sweat. So don't equate how much you sweat to how good or bad your workout is. They don't equal each other. Sweating is just a fact of being human. Your body needs to cool down. You cannot overheat, because your body will not function correctly if it's above or below a certain temperature. Your body's goal is to remain in that homeostasis, in that temperature zone. So sweating is completely normal. It doesn't mean you have a good or bad workout. So don't do that. And last thing I really want to touch on here is that over time, consistency is always going to be more important than how hard the workout is. So if you're able to consistently hit those workouts 3 to 4 times a week, but have to go a little bit lighter versus going super hard, having a really hard workout once or twice a week because it completely annihilates your body and you need 3 or 4 days to recover before you can do another workout. Those 3 to 4 days of slightly easier workouts are going to compound over time, over the weeks, and you're going to more than likely get more results from that consistency. And eventually you could work up to that same intensity as those 2 workouts. But it's going to take time to build up that. So it's better to be more consistent with your workouts. If you have to dial it back. Don't be afraid to change the intensity of your workouts. And not every workout needs to be done at the same intensity. If you want to have a little bit harder weekend workout, let's say on Friday before the weekend, because then you got 2 days to recover, then go for it. But your consistency is always going to be more important than annihilating your body one to 2 times a week, because we just talked about, like, with your life, like, you got to be able to go to work, you got to be able to be with your friends, your family, do everything else. Like, working out is great, I love it, but it's, again, not the only thing in the world. So we got to remember that work-life balance. The same thing goes with fitness. There needs to be fitness-life balance. So let's go into our fitness myth number 3, which is going to be working out more will help you lose fat. Not true, guys. Just because you work out more does not mean you're going to lose more fat. It will mean you are working out more and that you probably are going to be burning more calories each and every week, because obviously if you are working out more, you're going to be burning more calories. Simple as that. But it doesn't mean it'll help you lose more fat. And let me give you a little bit of a reason for it. Fitness, working out is not the only part of the equation. There are really a bunch of things to consider, but I'd probably say your 3 things you want to consider here is your fitness, your nutrition, and your sleep or your recovery. Those are your 3 main things that need to line up and that affect your weight loss. So just because you're working out more and you're working out consistently does not necessarily mean that you get a great amount of workout or a great amount of weight loss there. Let me explain to why. First thing is, if your nutrition is poor, you're not going to be able to outtrain a poor diet. It's just pure fact. At the basis of all fat loss, it's going to be calorie deficit. If you're not eating a calorie deficit, you're not going to be able to lose weight, no matter how much you train, because you really don't burn that many calories while you work out. It's just a fact, guys. It doesn't work that way. You're going to burn maybe a couple hundred calories when you work out. If you're working out every day, that only work out to 1,000, 2,000 calories a week. 1 pound of fat is about 3,500, guys. You're going to barely be losing a pound a week. But if you're eating a calorie deficit, a 250 to 500 calorie deficit per week, that's a half a pound to a pound of weight loss every single week. So your nutrition is going to be a much more powerful tool for fat loss than fitness is going to be. Though fitness is still important for body composition, building muscle, building strength, having energy. So still vitally important, but is not the main catalyst to fat loss. Now talk a little bit about how that recovery. If you're working out every day and your sleep is poor, sleeping way less than 8 hours, waking up multiple times per night, drinking caffeine late, drinking alcohol regularly, all that affects your sleep. Having a poor sleep environment in general, then that's going to affect how much you recover. If you're not recovering well from your workouts, it's going to be hard to consistently work out all the time and keep that up. It's going to keep your willpower low. Your workouts are going to most likely suffer from it. You might not be able to lift as much. So that's why we got to get our sleep in check. That's why we have to make sure our recovery is on point. So end all be all here with this myth. Doing more workouts does not equal more results. It can help you get more results, but it is not the only factor. And if you're just worrying about your fitness and you're not seeing those weight loss results, it probably has to do with those two other factors we just talked about, your nutrition and your recovery/sleep. So let's review a little bit here. First myth we conquered. You can target fat in specific areas. Not true. Can't spot reduce fat. Not possible. Number 2, you should be sore and exhausted after every single workout. Again, not true. Don't annihilate yourself every single workout. Get consistent with it. Tone down that intensity. Build yourself up to get results. Number 3, working out more will help you lose fat. This is not necessarily true. We gotta remember there's more than one factor for fat loss, nutrition, and sleep being the other 2, and then fitness. We have to have all of these in check, or we have to start working on all 3 to really see consistent results long term. So again, guys, it was awesome to be back. Super happy to be back. Happy to talk to you guys. Again, please feel free to reach out with me. My email, Instagram, my website, all in the show notes. Reach out to me. Send me any questions you have. I answer every single email, every single DM. Even in these crazy times, I will get to it. I will talk to you. Happy to help you with any and everything fitness, nutrition, health related. I really want you guys to see results. Again, if you could leave a review on Apple Podcasts, that'd be great. Greatly appreciated. If you have any topics you want me to cover on the podcast, reach out to me. Love to talk about each and everything, anything fitness related. Hope you all have a great day. And let's keep getting after it, guys.